There are different times during a match when you're in desperate need of 2 back points. When a guy's going to keep his elbows in, his head up, okay? He's not going to let you have chicken wings, cradles. He's going to keep his legs together so you don't throw legs on. How you turn him over? Good question. Or other times during a match, I have a series that I want to show you now, share with you, that I think you'll enjoy. It's called the Clemson Roll. We kind of devised it here at the university, and we like to use it during matches, and it has racked up quite a few back points for us. We go from the referee's position, regular side, just a regular chop, chopping the arm in, controlling the wrist. Once we have the wrist here, we like to think that we're going to get 2 points. Chop across, get the wrist. Have you ever been in a situation like this in a match? A lot of high school kids and junior high school kids have, as well as college wrestlers. Chop, grab the wrist. Now what we're going to do, have any of you ever rolled through on a whizzer? Okay, it's the same principle. If you haven't, just pay attention to what we're doing here. My free hand goes behind the near knee. I just lay it behind the near knee. Doesn't have to do anything, just lay it there. As I do so, my head comes up into the groin, down to my mat here, high leg over. Okay, so my bodies right now are forming a T with this. I pull on this hand, which pulls him on over to his back, and now, like the load up, I'm catching the number 4 leg, the number 4 position, at the knee joint to the hip, somewhere in here with my shoelaces, and my bodies, again, like our load-ups, are forming a T, an X. Okay? From here, I reach over, I take a 2-on-1. All 5 fingers, I don't want to grab like a lobster, monkey hook, into the armpit, or under the elbow joint here, pull my elbow down, keeping the feet elevated. It's not a pinning combination where you're going to get a lot of falls, like the load-ups, but it's quite frustrating, and it'll hold your man here for the count of 5 and 3 back points. Okay, again in slow motion.
Referee's position chop, secure the wrist, head in the groin, our body's forming a right angle now, pull him through. To catch him, use your left foot in the number 4 position, keeping his legs elevated. Reach between his legs, 2-on-1.
Now, what happens if you don't get a right angle? When you do your high leg over, if your body doesn't get a right angle, what will happen is he'll roll on through and he'll come right back up to his base. If this happens to you, when you roll on through and he comes back to his base, it's because you didn't form a right angle with your body, kind of like this. Now you may come up and you'll be on the opposite side of what you started. I didn't form a right angle in my body, enabled him to roll through, to use my momentum against me, to get him back to his base. But I'm now on the opposite side. I did start on the left side. I'm now on the right side, still have my 1-on-1. Okay, back to the middle. If this happens to you, you're not in bad shape. You say, gee whiz, I didn't form a right angle, let's form one this time. Might have started here by the floor a lot closer so we can stay in the area here. Once I chop, go back, try to roll through. I get through here and he comes back up, okay? And I end up here where he's back to his base, okay? I'm on the opposite side. Now I'm already at a right angle. My body's at a right angle to him. I'm looking across. Spinal column this way, looking across. Now all I do is dive over top of him. Again, my head comes up into the groin area. I dive underneath here, and I pull him over. Now I've already formed my right angle. If the first one doesn't work, come right back up, dive on over. You'll end up in the finished Clemson Roll series again. Again, 2-on-1. At the elbow, all 5 fingers dip in, elbow down, keep the foot elevated. If he gets off his back, it's only because you let the leg down. You got lazy. Your left leg got lazy. If he gets back to his base here, you want to turn him back over. I'm not going to pull my arms at all. Just by elevating the leg, it turns him back to his back. All I have to do is elevate the leg to turn him back to his back. So, in our Clemson Roll, we chop, purchase the wrist. When we have the wrist, go behind the near knee, head up into the groin. If you get your nose smashed when you're doing this, he lands in your face, it's because your face isn't up into his groin. You're not going into him. Right up inside, behind the near knee, form a right angle, roll him on through. I'm pulling on that chop arm. Now, if he rolls on through, and I didn't do a good job creating a right angle, the second time is guaranteed. I'm already at a right angle, I'm on the opposite side. Now let's look at what happens if I have him on his back, and I've got my 2 back points, and I want to hold him there for possibility of getting 3. He sometimes will peel my hands free. In order for him to get off his back, he's got to free his left arm, in this case. So I have a chop, I have my Clemson Roll down, roll him on through. Now from here, he's reaching down trying to free his hand. And the one he instinctively goes to is always my right hand if I'm riding normal side. Okay? Once he grabs and peels that free, I want to slide from the forearm here down to the wrist. Okay? Come back to the side here. Now, once I have his side, I have his arm. I pull my bottom arm out, I reach over top, and I take what is known as a Jones. In, back hook, palm faces up, my elbow goes in the small of his back. Okay, from here, all I'm doing, stepping over the leg now, holding the leg still, and pulling the arm back. Okay, this will also put him on his back. We want to go to the elbow, to the small of the back, here, and pull him back into a load-up position. If I don't feel comfortable here on the load-up position, when I have him here, I can just suck him back. From here, I pull my legs out from underneath me. I'm pulling on the arm. I want to turn his body past the right angle, the 90-degree angle. Once I get his shoulder tipped down just a little bit, I'm going to cover with my chest. Jerk him to here, cover with my chest, and now I'm at right angle. I'm weights off my legs. He's carrying my weight, chest on chest. I'm trying to create discomfort. Again, not a very good pinning combination, but I can hold him here for 3 and slowly adjust into a reverse half, or if he's foolish enough to turn to me, I can go over and get a deep half, chin, twist, pick, and create discomfort and the fall. Okay, slow motion looks a little bit like this.
Chop, secure the wrist, head again in the groin, left arm behind his near leg, roll through, catch his leg in the number 4 position, hold him there for back points. He'll counter by coming down, peeling your hand off his arm. When it does, let him back to his side, regain your height level, getting higher, reach out between his body and his elbow, make a muscle, your elbow goes in the small of his back, you come out to a right angle, your chest covers his near shoulder, and securing back points.